Hello, cool toy friends. It's Hermione here, and I'm having a bit of a struggle, as you can see. I don't understand what I'm doing wrong. I know I'm saying the right spell, so why isn't it working? Let me try it again. Reparo. 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 Hello, Hermione. What seems to be the problem here? Looks like you've got a little bit of a mess. Oh, don't you even start with me, Harry. I've been trying to do this spell for the past 20 minutes and I still can't get it right. Look, Reparo! Nothing! Here, let me give it a try, Hermione. Reparo! See, Hermione, it's not that hard after all. I am sure you'll get it after a little bit of practice. Well, I hope you know I was perfectly capable of figuring it out on my own. Thank you very much. I know, Hermione. I just wanted you to come watch the Cool Toys video on how to make these books. Come on, let's go see. Hello, Cool Toy friends. I hope you're just as excited as Harry and Hermione are to learn how to make these tiny miniature books. Let's get started. Here are our templates. Make sure when you print them, you scale them to 100%. The link for these templates will be down below. To cut our pieces of paper, I will be using this Cricut cutting board to make it a little bit easier. If you do not have this, just use a pair of scissors. It works just as well. You can see here I am taking my piece of paper and I am lining it up so that the small line is on the line with the edge that I want to cut, as you can see here. Once you have your page lined up, you can go ahead and bring down the bar. Then all you have to do is slide and your piece is perfectly cut. Wow, look how cool! Such a perfect straight line. Now I'm just going to continue those same exact steps we just did to finish cutting out the rest of our book covers. For the smaller pieces in between each book cover, I'm going to be taking a pair of scissors to cut the excess white off, as it is just a little bit easier. Look at how cute! Now we have all of our tiny book covers cut out. I just love tiny things. Let me know in the comments down below what your favorite book is. Can you tell mine is the Harry Potter series? To protect our book covers and give them a glossy finish, we are going to use tape. So I have this big roll of shipping tape and I'm going to open it and place it right on top of the cutout book cover. So here you can see that the glossy side is on the front of the cover and the other side is the sticky side on the back side of the cover. Now we are going to trim it because this is just a little too much tape. So I'm going to take my scissors and carefully cut around the edges so that I leave a very small border. These next cuts are a little tricky. I am going to go in each corner and cut out a small square. That way, later on, when I fold over the tape, there is no excess on the sides. Make sure you do this on all 4 corners. Here you can see one more time, I am just cutting small squares out of each corner. Now we have 4 perfect little squares cut out of our corners. Our next step is to take the excess tape over the sides and just fold it over. Here's a small tip for when you're folding over and taping your cover. Make sure you try not to touch the tape as much as possible because the more you touch it, the less sticky it gets, and you want it to be able to stick down to the other side. Now we have our perfectly glossy cover. Look at how shiny it is. It looks just like a hardcover book. Now, to finish off our book cover, we are going to fold over the edges so we can have the spine. I find it's easiest to use something like a gift card to help fold over your edges and get that perfect line. Now, our book cover is the perfect shape. As you can see, we have a perfectly folded spine, and on each side, we have the front covers of our book. Now that we have finished our book cover, we need pages to go inside our books. Again, I will have all the links for the book covers and the pages down in the description box below. You can see I've used the exact same method by lining up my sheet of paper and then cutting down the side so that I have a perfectly straight edge on all sides. Now we have a perfectly evenly cut sheet of paper with pages on all sides and no white borders left over. Now, to get our perfect strips to make these pages, we are going to cut hamburger length across each section of pages. As you can see here, there's very small lines that tell you where to cut at the end of each page. Wow, guys, look at that perfect cut! Now we are going to repeat it for the rest of our sheet. How cool! Now we have all the strips for our inside pages. You should have 8 strips total per sheet of paper. Now we are going to fold. As you can see, on one end we have a shorter piece of a page. You can see here the letters are cut off a little bit on the sides. This is where you want to start folding. I am going to do an accordion style fold. What does that mean? It means I'm going to fold over like a hamburger to get a book page. Then, next, I am going to fold backwards like a hamburger so that the front letters are in the front again. So each time you fold, you should have the white piece on the front and then a page of letters on the front on your second fold. Once you get the hang of this skill, it becomes very easy. Trust me. And as you can see, it's called an accordion fold because it opens and closes just like the accordion instrument. How cool is that? So here it is one more time. Make sure that when you start your fold, you start on the page that has the letters cut off on the side. And you're going to fold the white piece in the front and the page of letters in the back. The white piece in the front, and then fold backwards so that you have your page of letters in the front. And then your white piece on the front, and again your page of letters on the front, and you fold backwards. Now, my friends, remember, for one book, you need 5 accordion folded strips. Remember, one book equals 5 accordion folded strips. It's raining book pages! To connect our 5 accordion folded strips, I am going to use Elmer's school glue. You can see here I've grabbed my first piece of accordion strip. I'm going to fold it completely and glue one side of the white edge. Once I have my first end glued, I'm going to take my second accordion strip and put each white end together, so that then we have one big long accordion strip of 2 strips. Let's see that one more time, friends. So I'm going to glue one white end of my accordion strips, and I'm going to take my next accordion strip and connect the 2 white ends together so that there's letters on both sides. I'll glue until I have glued all 5 accordion strips together. I know I've done this right if when I fold it over, 2 white ends still remain on each end. Do you guys like my accordion playing skills? I've never tried it before, but what do you think? I think I'm doing pretty good. To finish, I just push my book cover and pages together, and bam! I have my book. I'm just kidding, you guys. I wish it was that easy. Come on, and I'll show you how to attach the last 2 pieces together, and then we'll have our finished book. So, to attach the pages to the book cover, I am going to use the same method. I am going to take my glue stick and glue 1 white end of my accordion folded bundle. Then I'm going to take that glued side and stick it on to one of the back inside covers of the book, leaving the spine and our other cover side unattached. Now, to connect the spine, I am going to be using Mod Podge. In this case, I'm using gloss Mod Podge. It doesn't really matter which kind you use, as you won't be able to see it. I am also going to be using a small, flat brush to apply the Mod Podge. So I've picked up some Mod Podge on my brush, and right on the spine I am going to apply a good amount of Mod Podge. Make sure you apply a little bit more than you think. The more the better, because the better that will help our spine stay glued together. Again, make sure you are only placing Mod Podge on the spine of our book. Now I'm going to do the same thing that I did for the front side. I'm going to apply glue to the back white piece of our pages, and then I'm going to glue that to our back cover of the book, making sure to be careful that I line it up with the spine. Once I've lined up my back cover, I can take the rest of my pages and press them into the spine, making sure to fold over my book in the shape I want it to take. I find it's easiest to let the spine dry, holding it out and open in the middle, as you can see I'm doing here. Holding my pages like this to dry seems to help the drying process move faster, as it only takes about 2 minutes for it to dry, since there's more air getting to the section. So wait 2 minutes. And there you go. Our spine is connected and our 2 front covers are connected. So now all we need to do is let our book take its shape. Now, to let our miniature book take shape and make sure it can stay folded, I am just going to use a heavy object and place it on top of the book. Then, after about 20 minutes, we have a perfect miniature book. Look at that, even with all the pages on the inside. I hope you really enjoyed seeing this. What book covers are you gonna make, my friends? Let me know in the comment section down below. As you can see, I'm a little obsessed, and I made the entire Harry Potter series. It looks so cool, and I'm so excited to see your tiny books as well. Wow, Harry, isn't it truly amazing what you can do with magic these days? It sure is, Hermione, and I hope our friends enjoyed learning how to make these miniature books just as much as we did. We will see you guys in Cool Toys next video. Have a magical day!